Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 13th of October 2025 and the cryptocurrency market is completely collapsed, isn't it? And the reason is pretty simple, guys. President Donald Trump has announced a 100% tariffs on China and looks like because of that there's a minor earthquake in the cryptocurrency world, isn't it? So what we'll do, guys, in today's episode, we'll go ahead and discuss what the announcement by President Donald Trump is, because looks like, guys, this time he's extremely serious regarding China. And he's importing not only a 100% tariff on China, guys. It is important to note that it is over and above the current existing tariffs. So it looks like because of that there's a minor earthquake in the cryptocurrency world. And because of that there's been over $19 billion that has been liquidated in the cryptocurrency world. So in today's episode, guys, we'll definitely go and touch base on all of these news. Now unfortunately, guys, looks like Ethereum ETF has taken a massive hit. And if you look at the cryptocurrency inflow since the announcement of tariffs, guys, there has been a staggering outflows of $175 million only in Ethereum ETFs. Now in today's episode, we'll definitely touch into the finer details. Now look, guys, according to me, what President Donald Trump is doing is 100% spot on. Because looks like China is now trying to negotiate the right things with the United States of America. And look, guys, right now President Donald Trump definitely has the upper hand. Because he's already secured well over $17 trillion worth of investment by other countries. And right now, guys, the Middle East is also heading towards eternal peace, isn't it? So keeping all of these things in mind, despite the prices falling down, guys, I definitely side with President Donald Trump. But what we'll do, guys, in today's episode, we'll go and discuss the catastrophic impact it has had on the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Along with that, guys, we'll also go and discuss the impact on the stock market world. Because along with the cryptocurrency world, guys, the Dow Jones is also shattered by 800 points and the total market value evaporated by $2 trillion in just one session. So we'll definitely go and touch base the importance of this news. Now I'm pretty much sure, guys, as and when the date kicks in, we might be getting some more information either by President Donald Trump or by the Chinese administration, isn't it? So let's see, guys, if things do actually change in the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now along with the 100% tariffs on China, guys, we do have some really interesting announcement in the world of Bitcoin. And a lot of the top OG companies in the world of Bitcoin, guys, they have announced a global developer challenge and international hackathon. And this particular event, guys, is called as Time2Build. And the whole idea of this session, guys, is to go and embed Bitcoin payments into open source software. So in today's episode, we'll definitely go and touch base on this news. Now regarding this news, guys, if you're a developer, you definitely need to be onboarded with this, because there is also a prize pool of $25,000 for this. And regarding this challenge that is Time2Build, guys, over 40 global communities and partners have been involved, so we'll definitely go and touch base the importance of this news. Now the next news, guys, is connected to the former censorship king that is Jack Dorsey and his Bitcoin focused company that is Block, guys. They have launched a new Square product that lets small businesses accept Bitcoin, and more importantly, guys, it will also allow merchants to go and convert the Bitcoin with zero fees. So we'll definitely go and touch base the importance of this news. Now look, guys, whether you like Jack Dorsey or not, you have to admit that when it comes to Bitcoin, guys, he's at least trying to do the right things, so kudos to him for that. Now in today's episode, we'll go ahead and discuss what this new launch is. Now the final news for today, guys, is a really interesting news, and this is connected to stablecoin. But here's the thing, guys, this is not an ordinary stablecoin. This new stablecoin is claiming to be the first Islamic stablecoin bank. So we'll go ahead and discuss what this news is all about. And the news, guys, essentially is that Facet, they have secured a Malaysian license to go ahead and launch the world's first Sharia-compliant digital bank powered by stablecoin. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now here's the thing, guys, when it comes to stablecoins, and if you're trying to be Sharia compliant, it clearly put forth the message that a lot of the transactions will automatically be censored, isn't it? So we definitely need to be aware of the principles of open blockchain. And at the outset, you can clearly state that it does not follow the ethos of open blockchain. But nonetheless, guys, in today's episode, we'll go ahead and explore what this news is all about. So we've got a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode. And like we do in every Blockchain DXB podcast, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now both the news, guys, are in the world of artificial intelligence. Now the first news, guys, is connected to Robo.ai and Changer.ae. And they are launching a smart vehicle with digital wallet. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now roughly around 2 weeks ago, guys, I did actually talk about Changer.ae. They are working on a stablecoin payments in the Middle East as well as in it. And looks like now they're working on digital wallet for smart vehicles. Really interesting move. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now the second news, guys, is more connected to education and data vault, guys. They have launched Saudi Arabia's first data science and AI diploma. So I'll go ahead and share more information regarding this. And this particular initiative, guys, is endorsed by the Ministry of Communication and IT. And they've also got some really strong support from Human Resource Development Fund. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss the importance of this news. Because look guys, based on the outcome of this news, students will be in a position to work on real-world AI projects as an aid, and there is a very high possibility that their particular project will be sponsored by companies like Data Vault and many other. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss the importance of this news. So we've got a lot of interesting things to cover guys in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Hey everyone, this episode is powered by a new sponsor, that is Amana, and they are the region's first and fastest growing regulated all-in-one trading and investing app. So look guys, whether you're looking into invest in US stocks like Apple or Tesla, or mega giants like ADNOC or Salik, Amana puts the financial markets on your fingertips. It includes gold, foreign exchange, ETFs, futures, commodities, and guess what guys? They have over 375 cryptocurrencies, and this makes them the biggest crypto selection in the region. Now for the Blockchain DXB listeners guys, if you want to go and build long-term wealth without thinking about it every day, explore Amana's pre-built auto investment plans, and all you have to do is set your monthly budget, choose your preferred asset category, and let Amana automate the investing for you. Zero fees, zero lockups, 100% customizable. And here's the thing guys, funding your account is easier than ever. You can fund your account with Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, instant bank deposits, and even crypto wallets. No friction and no hassles. And the best part is guys, let's say if you need support, you would absolutely love Amana for this, because they offer 24/6 human customer service, as well as a personalized sales support, real people, real help, and the customer support is in English as well as in Arabic. And for the Blockchain DXB listener and community guys, I do have something really exclusive for you. What you can do is register with Amana using the code Blockchain DXB, or you can also use the link that is in the show notes below. And here's the best part guys, once you register, fund your account with a minimum of $100 and at least go ahead and make one trade, and then you'll receive a $100 trading bonus credit to your account the following month. But look guys, it's real important to note, the bonus is non-withdrawable. It is there to help you trade and learn. So look guys, if you're looking for a transparent, powerful and easy to use app, that's Amana for you. So what are you waiting for guys? Download the app now, or you can also visit the website that is amana.app, and don't forget to use the code Blockchain DXB. And Amana guys is all markets one app. Next guys, I'm happy to announce that Blockchain DXB is the official media partner with one of the OGs in the cryptocurrency and blockchain event space, and that is Blockchain Futuristic Conference taking place in Florida this year, as well as ETH Women taking place simultaneously. And trust me guys, this is an event that you don't want to miss, isn't it? Because for the very first time, North America's most immersive Web3 event is heading to the United States of America, and the Blockchain Futurist Conference and ETH Women event is actually taking place between the 5th and 6th of November. And the location is absolutely stunning guys. It is taking place at Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, which is in Hollywood, Florida. That's right guys, palm trees, panels, and the biggest mind in blockchain and cryptocurrency is all in one place. So there will be multi-stage panels, NFT galleries, DeFi showcases, hand-on tech demos, metaverse experiences, even outdoor VIP cabanas, and quite a lot more. And the Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock guys is one of the most iconic venues in the country. So look guys, if you're in the Web3 space, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, or even artificial intelligence space, or just want to do some serious networking, this is the place that you got to be. And to all of you Blockchain DXB listeners guys, we have something really interesting for you, because you can get a 25% off the tickets. So just use the code DXB25, and the link to the event as well as the code is in the show notes below. And as an official media partner, I'll be doing exclusive live coverage, interviews, behind the scenes access, and I will be spotlighting some of the most exciting projects shaping the future of decentralized finance tech. So if you're at the venue guys, definitely come and say hi. Maybe we can catch up for a coffee as well. So listen guys, the code is DXB25, and by using this code you will be eligible for a 25% discount. And the event is taking place between the 5th and 6th of November 2025 at the iconic Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, that is in Hollywood, Florida. And in the show notes below guys, there's all contact details for Blockchain Futuristic Conference Florida 2025, as well as ETH Women. And look guys, this is the future of blockchain technology brought into life, so don't just read about it, be there and head to the website that is futuristconference.com, and go ahead and use the code DXB25. So see you at the event. Next, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE, so definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing and hosting training workshops, seminars and community events that educate, inform and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gulf Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs, and these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform, check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, straight off the bat, guys, if you look at the market sentiment, right now it is at fear, and the number associated, guys, is 31. Now thankfully guys, since the last 24 hours the prices have definitely been pumping up, but let's say guys on Monday or Tuesday President Donald Trump does announce another round of tariffs, then there is a very high possibility that the market sentiment will actually turn to extreme fear. Now look guys, there are two ways of looking at it. If that thing happens, the prices of Bitcoin in particular will actually fall down. And in the Bitcoin world there is always this notion, whenever there is a dip, think of it as a discount more than anything, isn't it? But look guys, since the last 72 hours, a lot of the altcoins have fallen down miserably by well over 90%. And when you talk about ETF related information guys, looks like Ethereum has taken a massive hit as well. And according to me guys, when you talk about ETF related information, it does give us a very strong indication as to which direction the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies should be heading towards, isn't it? Now since the announcement of 100% tariffs by President Donald Trump guys, there has been an outflows in ETFs, and the outflows is accounting to $179.5 million. Now so far as Bitcoin is concerned guys, there has been outflows, but the outflows is only at $4.5 million. But it looks like Ethereum ETFs have taken a massive hit, and Ethereum ETFs guys is down by $175 million. Now according to me guys, these numbers are really not that bad to be completely honest, cause look, right now President Donald Trump is on the verge of making world peace, isn't it? And if you look at things at a macro level guys, things are definitely looking great in the right direction. Now could it be possible that China does agree to certain terms and conditions by President Donald Trump? And if that thing happens guys, I'm pretty much sure the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be heading in a positive direction. So according to me guys, rather than blaming President Donald Trump, it should be the Chinese administration we should be blaming, isn't it? Now that thing being said guys, if you look at the global cryptocurrency market, today once again it is below the $4 trillion mark, and right now it is at $3.96 trillion. But here's the thing guys, I'm looking at these numbers in the early hours of Dubai, and since the last 24 hours it is marginally up by 3.10%, so there is a very high possibility guys by the time it is evening in the Western countries, these numbers would have drastically changed. And who's to say the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be pumping up? Cause right now guys, the prices have already pumped up by well over $8,000 since the massive dip. Now I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on the finer details regarding this. Now if you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume since the last 24 hours guys, today it is at a staggering $248 billion. Now one of the reasons why I'm content with these numbers is because the volume of stablecoins has also picked up pace. As a matter of fact guys, if you look at the volume of Tether USDT, it is exactly at $199.99 billion. And look guys, when the volume of stablecoin increases, it does mean a lot of people are parking the funds into stablecoins, isn't it? And that according to me guys does give some comfort, because it does mean there is a very high possibility in the next 24 to 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, these funds will be converted back into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But look guys, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice. Make sure you go out and do your own research. Now regarding the volume of decentralized exchange guys, I'm definitely seeing some massive anomaly. Now here's the thing guys, the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchange has topped up to $25.64 billion. But the massive anomaly guys is the total fees that is collected by these transactions. Now here's the thing guys, I'm looking at these numbers via DeFiLlama.com, and it is saying that the total fees is only $75.27 million. This to be honest guys does not seem right, and according to me guys, there might be some reporting error by DeFiLlama.com. Cause look, whenever the volume is around the $15 billion mark guys, the total fees usually pumps up to roughly around $90 to $100 million. This time guys, the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchange is $25.64 billion. So according to me guys, the total fee should be around the $120 million mark. But surprisingly, it is only showing at $72.27 million. So there is a very high possibility that DeFiLlama.com is not reporting the right numbers. So what I'll do guys, I'll definitely go ahead and send them a direct message via Twitter or X. And historically guys, every time I found this error, they have acknowledged that they have made some mistake and they've immediately rectified it. So I'm definitely anticipating some reporting error by DeFiLlama.com. But that thing being said guys, if you look at the total value locked, looks like it has taken a massive hit since the last 72 hours, and right now it is down to $150.14 billion. Now one matrix guys which I personally keep an eye on is the decentralized to centralized exchange dominance, and since the last 24 hours the numbers have definitely gone off the chart. Today it is at 56.46%, but look guys, I cannot stress this enough, because of the humongous amount of liquidation, there is a very high possibility a lot of centralized exchanges, they are the ones who are using a lot of decentralized exchanges, and that is one of the reasons only why this percentage is showing as 56.46%. Now via DeFiLlama.com guys, they've also added a new matrix, and this guys is more connected to treasury inflows. But here's the thing guys, this number is for the last 30 days, And according to DeFiLlama.com, guys, the digital asset treasury inflows is at $6.30 billion. Now I'm really curious to check, guys, if they are able to show this information on a daily basis, because then we'll get a more accurate representation as to what the digital asset inflow is, isn't it? And more importantly, guys, if you look at the last 30 days, they have not taken information from the 7th of October. And now looks like it is missing information for the crucial 5 days as well, isn't it? But nonetheless, guys, I'll go ahead and update this on a daily basis. Now let's quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges. Now the numbers of all the decentralized exchanges have definitely gone off the chart, with Uniswap leading the pack with $4.87 billion. PancakeSwap, guys, is at number 2nd with $4 billion. Humidify, guys, is at number 3rd with $1.72 billion. Now regarding Humidify, guys, there is a massive news circulating that one of the traders, what he tried to do is, he did actually go short before the announcement by President Donald Trump regarding tariffs, and he did profit roughly around $192 million. And this was just in a matter of few hours. Really massive news, isn't it? Now, could it be possible that he was aware about this information? Clearly, that is what we can make of it, isn't it? So let's see, guys, if you do get any information regarding insider trading. Now, at number 4 so far, the volume of decentralized exchange is concerned is Meteora, and its 24-hour volume is $1.04 billion. Aerodrome, guys, is at number 5th, but its volume is below the $1 billion mark, and its 24-hour volume is $944.54 million. Now, let's quickly run to the volume of stablecoins. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, that the USDT's volume has definitely gone off the chart. Right now it is at $199.99 billion. Circle USDC, guys, is at number 2nd with $25.04 billion. And FDUSD is at number 3rd with $8.31 billion. Now let's quickly run through the dominance, 24-hour trading volume and market cap of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now Ethereum's dominance, guys, is at 12.40%, whereas Bitcoin's dominance is at 57.30%. But look, guys, because of the announcement of tariffs by President Donald Trump, Ethereum definitely took a massive hit, and the prices did actually go down to well over $3,400 in certain exchanges. But since the downfall, guys, right now it is still about the $4,000 mark, and I'm really curious to check how the prices will be reacting this week. Now, if you look at the 24-hour trading volume of Bitcoin, guys, today it is at $82.96 billion, whereas Ethereum is at $55.20 billion. Now, the market cap, guys, of Bitcoin is at $2.26 trillion, but it looks like Ethereum's market cap has taken a massive hit. And right now, guys, once again, it is below the $500 billion mark. It is at $491 billion. And as I mentioned a few minutes ago, guys, I really am curious to check if you do get any announcement by President Donald Trump, or maybe even by the Chinese administration regarding tariffs, because according to me, guys, it is the Chinese administration who has to go and negotiate, isn't it? And that is the only way out, in my honest opinion. And there is a very high possibility, guys, they might eventually do that. And when that thing happens, I'm pretty much sure not only the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, even the stock market world will have a positive impact, isn't it? Let's see, guys, if you do get any information regarding those. Now, every day, guys, in the Blockchain DXB podcast, I tend to look at one new matrix, isn't it? And today, guys, I want to look at the top proof of stake coins by market cap. And as I mentioned earlier, the market cap of Ethereum is leading the pack with $491 billion. The second one, guys, is Binance BNB Coin with the market cap of $179.33 billion. And roughly around 2 weeks ago, guys, Binance BNB Coin also reached a new all-time high, isn't it? Now, Solana, guys, is at number 3rd, but its market cap is down to $105.71 billion. Tron is at number 4th, but its market cap is $30.58 billion. And Cardano, guys, is at number 5th with $25.06 billion. Now, guys, let's go and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys, in particular, had a massive roller coaster, isn't it? Last week, it did actually reach a new all-time high. But because of the announcement of tariffs, guys, the prices of Bitcoin did actually go down to $103,000 in certain exchanges. But thankfully, now it is about the $110,000 mark. It is at $113,856. And since the last 24 hours, guys, it is actually up by 1.53%. But since the last 7 days, it is actually down by 7.51%. Ethereum, guys, is at $4,078. And since the last 24 hours, it is up by 6.13%. But since the last 7 days, it has taken a massive hit, and it is actually down by 10.04%. Ripple XRP, guys, is doing absolutely miserable. Right now it is down to $2.49. And since the last 7 days, guys, it is down by 17.02%. But since the last 24 hours, it is actually up by 0.47%. Now look, guys, because of the announcement by President Donald Trump, a lot of the altcoins did actually go down by well over 30%. And some of the altcoins did actually go down by well over 90%. Now these are some of the dangers and volatility of the cryptocurrency space, isn't it? Now what did happen, guys, on the 10th of this month? President Donald Trump did actually mention via Truth Social that the United States of America will impose a tariff of 100% on China. And here's the thing, guys, this is over and above any tariffs that they're currently paying. Now what I'd really urge you to do is, guys, go to President Donald Trump's Truth Social account. Now let me do one thing, guys, let me actually read it word to word. Because what he actually mentioned, guys, is starting November 1st, 2025, or sooner depending on further actions or changes taken by China, the United States of America will impose a tariff of 100% on China, over and above any tariffs that they are currently paying. And looks like because of that, guys, the cryptocurrency world had a massive earthquake, isn't it? And along with that, guys, even the stock market did actually have a massive impact. Now regarding the cryptocurrency market, guys, the crypto market got hammered with a staggering $19.6 billion wipeout in the market cap. And this was on the announcement day alone. And a lot of them are claiming that this is the biggest single drop in history. Now look, guys, the crypto liquidation is also reaching a new all-time high, isn't it? And over 1.66 million traders faced liquidation totaling $19 billion. Now the prices of Bitcoin, as I mentioned earlier, guys, it did actually go to $103,000 in certain exchanges, and that did actually shake up a lot of investor confidence, isn't it? But here's the thing, guys, the prices of Ethereum in particular did actually take a massive hit, and the prices of Ethereum in certain exchanges did actually go down to well over $3,400. Now look, guys, this just shows the volatility in the cryptocurrency space, isn't it? But what about the stock market world, guys? Now why are grog, guys, it actually states Wall Street's calm shattered with an S&P 500 sharpest drop in 6 months, and it was actually down by 2.7%, erasing gains from the prior rally. And tech-heavy Nasdaq did actually lead the rollout, guys, cratering 3.6% as investors fettered over China's dominance in semiconductors and supply chain. And regarding Dow Jones, as I mentioned earlier, guys, it also shed 1.8%, which is roughly on 800 points. But it was still a safer index, but it is still a brutal reminder of the trade wars, isn't it? And the total market value evaporated by $2 trillion in just one session, with tech and manufacturing sectors oversold amid fears of higher cost and disrupted imports. So look, guys, because of this news, I'm pretty much sure the Chinese administration will be reacting as well, isn't it? But based on my understanding, guys, there is not much that they can react. They will have to agree to President Donald Trump's demands. So according to me, guys, we definitely need to take it in a positive way. Because whenever there is a dip, it is a perfect time to go out and buy a lot of these altcoins as well as Bitcoin, isn't it? And one of the reasons why I'm content with this news is because the volume of stablecoins is increased. And more importantly, guys, right now Bitcoin is turning out to be a safe haven, not just against inflation, maybe even potential future trade wars as well, isn't it? So let's see, guys, if we see any positive momentum in the next 24 to 48 hours. And since the last 24 hours, guys, the prices of Bitcoin has already pumped up as well, isn't it? Now regarding President Donald Trump, guys, there is also news circulating regarding CZ. And people close to CZ, that is Zhang Peng, guys, are actually saying that President Donald Trump and White House, they are reportedly considering a presidential pardon for the former Binance CEO, that is CZ, who did actually serve time under the Biden administration, and he also agreed to pay a $4.3 billion fine as well, isn't it? Now look, guys, when that particular news is officially out, I'm pretty much sure the prices of Binance BNB coin will also be pumping up, so definitely keep an eye on that. Now since the last 72 hours, guys, there's a lot of liquidation, isn't it? And there is an article that is published by Blockworks that states that out of this $19 billion in crypto liquidation, about $16.8 billion is estimated to have been in long possession, that is leverage bets expecting the prices to go up. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, regarding Hyperliquid platform, more than $1.23 billion of user capital was wiped off, and this was during the same break period. But looks like one of the traders did actually make roughly around $200 million. But look, as in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world, these volatilities do tend to happen quite a lot, isn't it? Now based on my experience, guys, we did have a similar situation during the FTX collapse. And here's the thing, guys, before that, when El Salvador did actually make Bitcoin an official legal tender, and I'm talking about the official date when it actually converted into becoming a legal tender, guys, the prices of Bitcoin alone that time did actually fall down by well over $8,000, and the price of Bitcoin back then, guys, was roughly around $20,000 or $30,000 alone. So if you look at it from a percentage point of view, guys, back in the day, the drop in prices of Bitcoin in particular was much more significant, isn't it? So the only thing I can say is deal with it. That's about all, I guess. Now let's go and talk about a really interesting move in the world of Bitcoin, guys. And this is to do with something called as Time2Build. And here's the news, guys. Breeze, in partnership with Lightspark, Tether, as well as other Bitcoin industry leaders, they have launched a developer challenge and international hackathon to embed Bitcoin payments into open source software. And this particular challenge, guys, is called as Time2Build. And the initiative, guys, offers a $25,000 prize pool in Bitcoin and residencies at Rapper University, as well as Pleb Lab. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, it is backed by some really heavy giants such as Plan B Network, Falgo Ventures, Geezer Funds, and the press release regarding this, guys, is actually published via bitcoinmagazine.com. So if you're a developer, guys, and if you do want to go ahead and be part of it, definitely go ahead and apply for it. And here's the thing, guys, developers merge their work into live projects, ensuring sustainable adoption of peer-to-peer payments. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, over global 40 communities and partners like Plan B Network and Dapper Universities are supporting this challenge. Really powerful initiative, isn't it? Now the next news, guys, I'm going to be talking about is also positive news, and this is more connected to Bitcoin as such and Jack Dorsey's blog, guys. They have launched a new Square product that lets small businesses accept Bitcoin and more importantly manage it through an integrated wallet. So essentially what it does is, guys, it allows merchants to convert sales into Bitcoin, and they are doing that with zero fees, and this will be starting from the 10th of November. And they will be in a position to convert up to 50% of the daily revenue. Now look at this particular initiative by Jack Dorsey. Aims to make Bitcoin a seamless payment method for everyday commerce. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, Jack Dorsey is a massive advocate of Bitcoin, isn't it? But here's the thing, guys, Bitcoin conversion is available only to eligible US-based sellers. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, this particular service will be available from the 10th of November. Now look, guys, based on my understanding, they are definitely using Lightning Network. Because only using Lightning Network these things could be possible, guys. Because when you look at it, guys, this particular news involves Bitcoin payment feature which enables near instant settlement for merchants accepting Bitcoin at point of sale. This can be possible only by involving Lightning Network, and this integration, guys, leverages Lightning's layer 2 scaling solutions on Bitcoin to facilitate faster, low-cost transaction compared to on-chain processing. This, as I mentioned earlier, guys, aligns with Jack Dorsey's long-term standing for Bitcoin's practical use in commerce, isn't it? So it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, how this particular news is actually taken by the community. Because right now, I believe Square has more than 4 million plus US merchants, isn't it? But look, guys, news such as this is definitely great for the Bitcoin ecosystem. Now, guys, let's go and talk about a really interesting news. And this is connected to stablecoins. But here's the thing, guys. This news is more connected to Islamic stablecoin. And the news is that Facet, guys, they have secured a Malaysia license to launch the world's first Sharia-compliant digital bank, which will be powered by stablecoin, and they will be offering savings, payments, as well as investment services. Now, based on the announcement, guys, they are claiming that this particular move bridges crypto with $5 trillion Islamic financial market and aims to expand financial inclusion across Muslim regions. Now, look at this news when you talk about it from a fintech point of view. Is definitely brilliant and definitely a game changer. But when you talk about it integrating with the so-called cryptocurrency world, guys, looks like these transactions will be absolutely censored, isn't it? Because when you talk about Sharia compliant, guys, you need to follow certain rules and conditions. And let's say if you do not meet certain Sharia compliant conditions, then the transactions will be most likely censored or blocked, isn't it? So from an open blockchain point of view, guys, it does not make any sense. But when you talk about news such as this from a fintech point of view, guys, I think it is absolutely brilliant. Because it does move the bridge of $5 trillion worth of Islamic finance community as well, isn't it? So let's see, guys, how this news develops. So these were the news, guys, on the Bitcoin blockchain and cryptocurrency world. Now let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. And Robo.ai and Changer.ai, guys, they have launched something called as Robot 339, which is a smart vehicle with an integrated digital wallet. And this particular announcement, guys, was actually unveiled at Token 2049 Dubai. Now regarding Robo.ai, guys, they have a market cap of $570 million and a gross profit margin of 54.5%, and their stock prices have surged by 500% in just a matter of 6 months. And this shows a strong but volatile momentum in the space, isn't it? Now regarding the digital wallet, guys, it enables autonomous real-time payments for tolls, charging, maintenance as well as leasing, and the system also handles authorized financial transactions independently. Now based on the announcement, guys, it looks more to machine learning as opposed to artificial intelligence, isn't it? But nonetheless, guys, the project follows a memorandum of understanding that was signed in August of 2025 between Robo.ai and Changer.ae. Now regarding Changer.ae, guys, I did actually talk about this last week, and they are regulated under Abu Dhabi Global Market, and they provide custody infrastructure for digital assets. And Wang Hao, guys, who's the CEO of Changer.ae, did actually state that blockchain integration enables financial sovereignty for smart machines, and the CEO of Robo.ai, that is Bang Zhengzai, stated that the era of autonomous economics for intelligence devices is upon us. Now these companies, guys, plan to extend this technology to robo-taxis as well as logistic vehicles. Now regarding Robo.ai, guys, they recently secured $300 million worth of strategic investment, and this was from Burkhan Capital LLC. And Robo.ai also formed a commercial vehicle JV with Pakistan JW Group, and that is called as Robus, and this is for green mobility solutions. And Robo.ai, guys, is also invested in Arkane, which is a decentralized platform that want to integrate Web3 and machine asset networks. Now JV and JW Group and Ferox Investment LLC, guys, will be building an industrial city in Dubai for smart mobility and city tech. And Robo.ai has also partnered with Evo Aerospace to deploy eVTOL aircraft globally. And regarding Robo.ai, guys, they maintain an FAIR or Fair Financial Health score, with Investing Pro offering detailed investment insights. Really interesting news, isn't it? But as I mentioned earlier, guys, this news falls more to machine learning as opposed to artificial intelligence, isn't it? But nonetheless, guys, definitely interesting and positive news. Now the next news, guys, I'm going to be talking about is also connected to artificial intelligence and data vault, guys. They have launched Saudi Arabia's first data science and AI diploma. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this, because they have partnered with Energy and Water Academy in Saudi Arabia as well as Innovatics. Now Data Vault, guys, is a developer, investor and operator of sustainable digital infrastructure. Now the diploma combines academic learning with hands-on AI problem solving, and this particular announcement, guys, was actually done last week. And this was at the Learn event in Riyadh on the 7th of October 2025. Now this particular program, guys, aims to future-proof Saudi talent for digital age, and the AI market is expected to contribute $320 billion to the Middle East by 2030, with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia benefiting the most. And this particular news, guys, does align with Vision 2030, isn't it? Along with that, it also aligns with National Strategy for Data and Artificial Intelligence, and they are targeting 20,000 AI specialists in the next 5 years. And regarding this news, guys, it is also fully approved by Technical and Vocational Training Corporation, as well as College for Excellence, that is COE. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, it is also endorsed by the Ministry of Communication and IT, with support from Human Resource Development Fund. And students, guys, working on real-world AI projects will be sponsored by companies like Data Vault. So really positive news, isn't it? And graduates, guys, will develop proof of concept AI solutions, and they will also gain job-ready skills. Now Data Vault will sponsor 5 students from the first cohort and guarantee employment post-graduation. And sponsored students, guys, will work on high-power density workloads in Data Vault's AI Factory campus in Oxygen. And full cohort of 100 students, with 50% women, is planning to take effect on November 2025. So really powerful news in my honest opinion. And Data Vault, guys, will invest $5 billion in its first phase of 1.5 gigawatts net zero AI factory campus at Oxygen Neom operations by 2028. And the CEO of Data Vault, that is Rajit Nanda, guys, did actually state that the focus is on building data centers and local AI talent to lead the global AI economy. And Salva Somoy, guys, is the CEO of Innovatics, also said that the diploma is a strategic workforce initiative preparing graduates to contribute immediately. Really powerful news coming out from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in my honest opinion. So these were the news, guys, on the Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's get started with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, before we go ahead and kickstart the Ask Me Anything series, I do have some really interesting announcements. The first one is an interesting partnership, and this is connected to Bitcoin events. Now look guys, you know that Bitcoin is the king of all kings, isn't it? And the OGs of Bitcoin events, that is Bitcoin Inc., they have a massive event taking place in August in Hong Kong. And guess what guys? Blockchain DXB is the official media partner for Bitcoin Asia 2025. And this particular event guys takes place in August in Hong Kong. And Bitcoin Asia is the region's premier Bitcoin gathering event where builders, investors as well as investors meet. So at this event guys, expect powerful keynotes, bold conversations, and a headlining session with none other than Eric Trump, and he will be sharing his vision for Bitcoin's long-term potential. And more importantly, he along with a lot of Bitcoin OGs guys, they will be talking about the role of Bitcoin in global finance. And at the Bitcoin Asia 2025 event guys, they will be discussing Asia's massive impact on adoption. And look, as Bitcoin Asia event connects global Bitcoin communities and drives innovation across cultures and markets, from infrastructure to regulations, privacy tools to lightning development, and quite a lot more. And for you listeners of the Blockchain DXB podcast guys, I have a cool discount code of 10% for you. And the code is pretty simple guys. It is DXB, that is D for David, X for X-ray, and B for Bravo. And DXB is the code for Dubai as well, isn't it? So what are you waiting for guys? In the show notes below you'll see the registration details for Bitcoin Asia 2025. And look guys, Hong Kong is calling. So be part of the future of Bitcoin. Now the next announcement guys is another big one, and this is connected to Future Blockchain Summit and Fintech Search 2025. And Blockchain DXB once again is the media partner for Future Blockchain Summit and Fintech Search 2025. Now me personally guys, I did attend the Future Blockchain Summit going back to 2017, and the fact is guys, it is one of the biggest, oldest as well as boldest blockchain events in the region. And according to me as well as a lot of advocates of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, Future Blockchain Summit as well as Fintech Search 2025 is probably the biggest event in the entire world. And this event guys takes place between the 12th and 15th of October at the iconic location of Dubai Harbour. So this is going to be the place where blockchain meets fintech to redefine the future of finance. So expect 250 world-class speakers, over 1,200 investors, live demos, product launches, as well as GITEX Digital Assets Forum. And all of this thing guys will be under one roof, so you can expect so-called Web3 pioneers to fintech leaders shaping payments, banking, insurtech, AI as well as decentralized finance. And this particular event guys brings the entire ecosystem together. This is a launchpad you've been waiting for. And by attending this event guys, you will be in a position to be in front of top venture capitals, accelerators as well as industry leaders. And for blockchain and fintech companies guys, this is where connection turns into partnerships and dream turns into reality. And because Blockchain DXB is the media partner for Future Blockchain Summit and Fintech Search 2025 guys, in the show notes below you'll see the registration details, and there's a hidden discount code mentioned below as well. So do one thing guys, click on the show notes below, get yourself registered, and see you between the 12th and 15th at Dubai Harbour at the Future Blockchain Summit and Fintech Search 2025. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Cheryl who asks, could Sharia-compliant stablecoins become a key driver for crypto adoption across the Islamic world? This, to be honest, Cheryl, is such an important question. And to be honest, I have a mixed reaction to this. Now, on one hand, I genuinely think that Sharia-compliant stablecoins could actually become one of the most powerful drivers for crypto adoption, particularly in the Islamic world. But there's the catch to it. They need to be built on pillars of open blockchain. Now look, Cheryl, the pillars of open blockchain are open source, borderless, permissionless, censorship resistant, publicly verifiable as well as neutral, isn't it? So keeping that thing in mind, I really am not sure how will this stablecoin actually work, but let's try to dissect these things in detail. So when you talk about open source, you're talking about openness and transparency, isn't it? Now these are extremely critical in Islamic finance, where every financial activity must avoid uncertainty, as well as riba, that is called as interest, isn't it? So look, if a Sharia-compliant stablecoin operates on a fully open source protocol, anyone including scholars, regulators and users can audit the code, and they will be in a position to verify that the address is ethical, as well as interest-free principles. And that kind of transparency directly reinforces the Sharia concept of trust through clarity, isn't it? Now when you talk about borderless access, this perfectly aligns with the global nature of Ummah, and millions of Muslims work abroad and send remittances home. So in a way, a borderless digital asset can actually add more value instantly. But let's say what happens if that particular token is sent to a non-Muslim country? Will there be any restrictions? I really have no idea regarding it, to be completely honest. but within a Muslim community without restrictions of traditional banking systems, which often charge a high fees or impose jurisdictional limit. This does make a lot of sense, isn't it? Now, what about permissionless as a pillar? Now, I do feel sure that permissionless participation does actually ensure inclusivity. And many Muslim majority nations have large and back populations due to lack of documentations or even a centralized access, isn't it? So, according to me, a permissionless stablecoin would actually allow anyone with smartphone to directly go ahead and engage with finance, and there will be no gatekeeper, no discrimination, just open access which aligns deeply with Islamic values of fairness and equality. But at the same time, you also need to question what happens if these transactions are done, which is forbidden in the Islamic region. Now, those transactions will be censored, isn't it? But in the so-called Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world, all of these transactions are censorship resistant. And this actually brings me to the next point, that is censorship resistance. Because look, censorship resistance is especially relevant in regions where financial systems are subject to political or even institutional control. And a Sharia-compliant stablecoin Cheryl, built on censorship-resistant rails, would protect users from arbitrary freezing of funds or restrictions based on ideology, ensuring financial independence while at the same time remaining ethical. But what happens if this particular stablecoin is used for, let's say, music that goes against the whole norm of Muslim religion? In that case, I'm pretty much sure the transactions will be censored, isn't it? Now, another pillar for open blockchain is neutral. That is the ability to go out and use the same transaction all over the world, or rather the feeling and the user experience of using the same cryptocurrency or token all over the world, which according to me may not be possible, because these Sharia compliant coins will not be acceptable in most of the United States of America and countries, isn't it? And I'm pretty much sure a lot of the Christian and Catholic regions, they will not be accepting it as well. So we need to factor those things as well. Now finally, regarding publicly verifiability, it does actually mean that every transaction that reserve can be independently checked on chain. Now this transparency, according to me, sure does bring a lot of accountability, and that is one of the basic fundamental of open blockchain, isn't it? Now could it be possible that Islamic finance also has this? I do think it'll be absolutely great. So according to me, if Facet or similar projects can actually stay true to all of these principles, then I do think it'll be an absolutely game changer. But as I mentioned earlier, this news seems more like a fintech move as opposed to something to do with open blockchain as such, but definitely an interesting question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays we have Blockchain DXB podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the process. We look at the latest technological development, we talk about geopolitical news, we talk about different partnerships, and then, guys, we look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. We look at the latest technological development. We talk about news in the world of artificial intelligence on the MENA region. We talk about news in the world of artificial intelligence on the Middle East region. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.